A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant move that could reshape the landscape of e-commerce between the United States and China, President Donald Trump has announced a dramatic reduction in tariffs on small packages valued at up to $800, effective Wednesday. This decision comes after a breakthrough in the ongoing trade negotiations between Washington and Beijing, following talks that took place over the weekend. The new tariff rate has been slashed from a staggering 120% to 54%, marking a substantial easing of the financial burden on consumers and businesses alike. Previously, these tariffs had been incrementally raised from 30% to 90%, and then to the current rate, creating a challenging environment for online retailers and shoppers looking for affordable goods from China and Hong Kong. The White House published an amendment to the reciprocal tariffs on Tuesday, stating that while the postal fee per item will remain at $100 for shipments sent after May 2nd, the previously scheduled increase to $200 on June 1st has been canceled. This change is expected to provide a much-needed boost to the e-commerce sector, which has been grappling with the implications of high tariffs and trade restrictions. The de minimis trade exemption, which had allowed packages valued at $800 or less to enter the U.S. duty-free, was set to be removed on May 2nd, raising concerns among analysts about the potential negative impact on Hong Kong's e-commerce industry, given that the mainland serves as a primary production base. In a joint statement released on Monday morning, both the U.S. and China confirmed their commitment to reducing tariffs significantly during a 90-day period, signaling a potential thaw in relations that have been strained by escalating trade penalties since Trump first imposed new tariffs on China in February. Under the terms of the agreement, starting May 14th, China will reduce tariffs on U.S. imports from 125% to 10%, while the U.S. will lower its import duties on Chinese goods from 145% to 30%. However, Trump's fentanyl tariff of 20% will remain in place, alongside the president's universal 10% tariff on imports. It is important to note that this tariff rollback is only a temporary measure, set to expire after 90 days, and while trade talks will continue, the details of a potential long-term settlement remain uncertain. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent emphasized the administration's desire for a more balanced trade relationship, stating, "We do want trade. We want more balance in trade. And I think both sides are committed to achieving that." This latest development has sparked discussions among economists and industry experts about the future of trade relations between the U.S. and China, as well as the implications for American consumers who have increasingly turned to online shopping platforms like Shein and Temu for affordable goods. Critics of the previous tariff regime argue that the high duties had unfairly penalized consumers seeking low-cost products, and the recent changes may help alleviate some of these financial pressures. However, the situation remains fluid, and stakeholders are closely watching how the negotiations will unfold in the coming weeks. As the trade landscape continues to evolve, it is clear that both nations are navigating a complex web of economic interdependence, and the outcome of these negotiations could have far-reaching consequences for global trade dynamics. The announcement has been met with mixed reactions, with some applauding the move as a step in the right direction for consumers and small businesses, while others caution that the temporary nature of the tariff reductions may not provide the lasting relief that e-commerce retailers require. As the deadline for the expiration of the tariff rollback approaches, many are left wondering what the future holds for U.S.-China trade relations and how these developments will impact the broader economy. In the meantime, consumers and businesses alike are bracing for potential changes that could affect their purchasing decisions and strategies in the ever-competitive world of online retail. As we move forward, it will be essential to keep an eye on the ongoing negotiations and their implications for the future of trade between these two economic giants. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.